Coach, we have a damp and rainy afternoon in the tri-state area as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium in the Garden State of New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence of... Coach, we have a damp and rainy afternoon in the tri-state area as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium in the Garden State of New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the New York Jets. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Drop the flag. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On first down, it's Taylor. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Here we go.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Kill.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Mark 55. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Check 50, check 50.
Back to throw. Love. Going up top. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Watch the twitch.
2nd and 15. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Love. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. Terrell Basham. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
Watch 49. Watch the pass. Show it up. Show it up. Young lady. Watch twitch. Watch twitch. Hey, lady. Young lady. Hey, orbit. Watch 49.
Darnold on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Motion, motion, motion.
Check. Hey, ready. Mike is 59. Mike the 57.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
49, guys. Mike. Hey, exit. I'm scared. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. Focus, defense, focus. Young lady. Mike 49.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Under 10, under 10, 10. He's coming. Red 80. We got double up, double up. Shoot, shoot.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, Darnold. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Red 80. Check, check.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. We're scoreless after 1. Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. To the air again, Darnold. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Anunwa, the intended target, but now it's third and goal.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
49. I got you. You.
Hey, high 7. Oh, lady.
Let's go.
Red 80.
Now Darnold on third and goal. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Charger drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 37.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Kill.
throwing on first down. Love. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Henry Anderson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They were looking for Johnson that time. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the interception, here's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On the counter, here's Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Hunter Henry brings it in. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. On first down, Love. Complete. It's Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on first down. Akers. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull together. Check, 55. Check, 55. Man, hey, man, I got 55! Mike 55!
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Check nine, check nine. Sponge, sponge, sponge.
2nd and 1. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Chargers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 55, my God, 55. I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Now Howard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 29-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Cover. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. All right, T, let's check. All right, T. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert flare, alert flare.
On 1st and 10, Love. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 57. I'm coming after you.
Throwing again. Love. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
50 seconds. 50 seconds to Mike. 57. Mike 57. What's the pass?
Operating from the gun. Love. Complete. It's Johnson. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? They see that happen. It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Go side. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog. Motion.
This is Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Hey, Zoo. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Not today, you are. Not today. Here we go. Hey, side.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 6 guys. Ready? Ready? Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Casey Hayward with a sack on the well-timed corner blitz.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
We ain't giving them nothing today. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Ready? I'm coming.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. On first down, Akers. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So a little breathing room now. First and 10 at the 17. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Looking to throw on second down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Try to lay one up deep. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Take 4, take 4.
Chance. Slam. 2 seconds. Double up. He's coming, double up. Go.
To throw again. Love. And his throw here's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. This is Johnson. He's got it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed-out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route-running savvy.
Oh, you got deep? Check 26, check 26. Hatch it, hatch it.
Throwing on first down. Love. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Terrell Basham picks up his second sack of the afternoon. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On second down, this is Edmonds. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Throwing on third and long. Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
59 mark, check, 59. Come on, the ball, check, crunch.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Open man here is Foster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Got an open man. It's Foster. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because 1 more score, and this game's over.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Gotta hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Check, 59, 59.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mike's 50.
Here's Darnold.
Here we go, get off the field.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50, the 40. He's at the 30.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try to run this one in. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. A 4th quarter miss like like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch the ship. Hey, lady. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hey, motion backfield, motion backfield.
Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Come. Shoot.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
They'll run on first down. Akers. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tight ends left. Tight ends left. 3 down, 3 down. Boom, boom.
Looking to throw. Love. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
49 the mic. Watch 49.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. Red 80. 49. 49 the mic.
Hey, echo.
Watch the run. They're running it. 49. 49, guys. Mike, 49. You got nothing in that. You got nothing.
Yo, 80.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Now Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". It's a party now. It's a party now. Mike, shit.
Now it's Darnold. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. Finding some room at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike's at 59.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, check, lady. I don't think you got it, son. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Out, 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 out. He's waiting. He's checking. Crash, crash.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Jets, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.